Hello, this is James Gray, and I am leaving the property of 801 North 16th Street right now. I just want to show that there are absolutely no yellow lines to cross on these roads whatsoever, and also the condition of the roads that would necessitate slowing down or either damaging your vehicle or rims. If you don't, of course, your vehicle is going to shake and bounce up and down. This might be as exciting as watching grass grow, but I'm going to walk the very short route that I drove the day of Wednesday the 25th and just show you there's absolutely no yellow lines to cross, that there's problems with the road. So here we are turning on 16th and H onto H Street. That you see there is Mosey's Plant 2. We're now turning right on G and 16th. These are the apartment complexes where the officer alleged many people came out after response to a siren. A siren never once went off, and there weren't. It looked about the same. There wasn't anybody around whatsoever. This is where I pulled over. The area referred to in the police report as the parking lot. Many people do park here from time to time. This is Mosey's Plant 2. Hopefully they have closed circuit cameras, because this is where I allegedly resisted Officer Lacaste. I never once said no to the fellow. I did everything he said, was absolutely compliant, never tensed my muscles, never refused a single request. As far as taking the keys out of the ignition and putting them in the console, I actually put them in the coin carrier. And this is as instructed by the Georgia Defensive Driving course that I took. The officer asked me why I did that, and I said, because that way you know I'm not going anywhere. That is all that happened. If ever I'm pulled over by police for routine traffic stops or anything, I always cut my vehicle off and usually remove my keys. Now we're turning left on G and 15th. There again, Mosey's Plant 2. And it was right about there where you see the entrance into the parking lot where the officer turned on his lights. From there, I turned right and stopped my vehicle right there. Still, there's no yellow lines. You can see the conditions of the road. This isn't too bad yet. But here I am at the entrance of Mosey's Plant 2 where the officer turned on his lights. There are no yellow lines, and this is about a mile, almost a mile away from where he said he initially saw me at the store. We are coming now to the intersection that the officer referred to as what turned him on to reasonable suspicion. When he mentioned that his partner in a four-door sedan that never showed up had witnessed me pull into E Street, where I tried to make a purchase, realized I had forgotten my wallet, and proceeded towards my house to get it, he volunteered to me when I asked him why he had stopped me now, because he said I stopped at this stop sign right there. You can see the building is a little bit ahead of the stop sign. Oftentimes there's even a semi-truck or a vehicle parked there, which would necessitate you even pulling a little bit further than that. As instructed by Judge Delaney in his own courtroom at arraignment for a speeding ticket, that is the protocol. You stop at a stop sign, you pull forward, you stop again, and you proceed, and that's what I did. He says that was his reasonable suspicion. Anyways, I'll try to get a better angle here. You can see the roads are starting to become increasingly more torn. But here's the corner of the building. There's the sidewalk. It's kind of overshadowed there. But oftentimes, as you can see in the background, there's semi-truck trailers. Sometimes, I should say, there's a semi-truck or something parked there obstructing your view. But there's the corner of the building. There's the stop sign. So, if you consider me now standing right next to the stop sign, a parked vehicle, you have to proceed at least 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, approximately what I see to be about 7 feet, to be able to see around this building. And that's what I did, and that's what he said the reason for the stop was. As you can see, there's still no yellow lines anywhere. The road is very, very torn up, especially for a vehicle on 19-inch rims and very low profile tires. I always slow down over this road, and it always requires me to hit my brakes numerous times to slow down. But as you can see, that's not in very good shape there, and you really do have to slow down, and every vehicle does. Here are the train tracks, as you see. We're approaching them. The police report says we were stopped by a train. There was no train. I don't know what we have to do to get this information from Norfolk Southern, but there was no train running at that time. More tears in the road. Train tracks, I always slow down. You see this vehicle doing it now, slowing down to go over the tracks. This truck too, slowing down. You see his bumper up and down. These are the tracks here. Approaching slowly over the tracks, hitting his brakes. Still no yellow lines anywhere on this road. Now watch this truck here over this area of torn road. This is real bad. Very, very slowly. Hitting his brakes, creeping over that. Another vehicle. You see the bumper move a little. This semi-truck. No problem with that. there is about a 2-inch gap there in the road. And on my tires with my 19-inch wheels on 2-inch spacers, the lowest profile tires you can get, it always requires me to hit my brakes to creep over this little area of road. My bumper always goes up and down. However, there are no yellow lines anywhere. Here is the stop sign, the intersection, where I turned left after leaving E Street and 12th, the store there, having realized I had forgotten my wallet after trying to make a purchase. I did indeed inform the police officer of this. That, where you see that blue van, is where Officer Blanton was in his SUV. He was stopped right there where that white truck is. He did not follow me from the store. He was right there. And when I turned left, that's when he got behind me. Of course, I proceeded over all of this torn up road, the railroad tracks, the stop sign, proceeded forward, stopped again, and moved. And then he initiated a traffic stop. He alleges that I drove all the way from Clarke gas station, which is not viewable yet, and he was behind me the entire time. I turned left, was stopped by a train, proceeded forward all the way to Mosey's Plant 2, and then he initiated a traffic stop. He was right there, stopped at that stop sign when I turned left, and then he was behind me after that. Okay, we can see some yellow lines here, but in complete contradiction to what is stated on that police report, he was not behind me from the store. And he even alleges that I stopped at a stoplight. I did not stop at any stoplights whatsoever. I turned from the Clarke gas station right onto this street and then turned left at the stop sign near Chuck's restaurant, where Officer Blanton was parked traveling south on 15th. So we're looking at 4 city blocks that he alleges he followed me after being stopped at a traffic light before he initiated a stop over there by Mosey's Plant 2, which is another 2-3 city blocks away. About these roads. Here we are approaching the Clarke station now. if there are any closed circuit cameras within the store that can be subpoenaed or referenced on that day. I tried to make a purchase, reached for my wallet, it wasn't there, so I proceeded back to my house. I never saw my wallet after that point. My wallet suspiciously was found on the train tracks. I never once walked across the train tracks. After 5 o'clock, I never saw my wallet again. I've got somebody who will swear to in court that they found it on the train tracks. It was minus the cash, and all of this happened after somebody unlocked my door and left it open all day. But anyways, there you have it. I guess there are yellow lines on this road, but this is not where he was. He did not follow me from Clarke's all the way down to Chuck's, wait on a train to pass, wait for me to get to Mosey's Plant 2, and then initiate a stop. And he did indeed say that he stopped me because I stopped at the stop sign, pulled forward, and stopped again. Anyways, hopefully this is helpful to my case, and have a good day.